Chris Deatherage, your East Tennessee Realtor here, and today is a very special day. Vallie, one of my good friends I've known for a long time, has poured almost a decade of passion into this charming new spot called the Kraken Cup. Today, the Knoxville Chamber of Commerce is celebrating the grand opening with a ribbon cutting ceremony. Join me as we dive into the world of the Kraken Cup, a delightful new spot for tea enthusiasts and lovers of tiny sandwiches. Let's unravel this unique story together. Hey, Vallie.
Chris, so good to see you.
Yes.
You want to have some tea?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it.
So this place looks amazing.
Thank you.
I know you've put a lot of work into this.
Yes.
All the way back from GameStop days. It's been about 10 years.
Yeah, that's about how long I've worked on it.
Yeah.
I've been collecting stuff and doing all the business planning and prep work since probably 2015 was when I started. Well, when I named the business. I actually started even before that planning it, but I actually named the business in 2015.
Well, that's passion. Hard work pays off. So speaking of Kraken Cup, how did you come up with that?
Well, funny thing, I love doing art, especially like modeling clay and stuff. So back in 2015, I was sitting at home on a day off and just started making little things. And I made an octopus, and I gave him a top hat, and I gave him a cup and saucer. And I had been trying to come up with a name for the business I wanted to open, and I just looked at him and said, you know what? You're a thing. You're the thing I'm looking for. So I named him Octavius Vanderdoodle. He's got a whole long name. Came up with another main character, which is Miss Valentine, which is the character I'm dressed as today. And there's a whole thing about how Octavius saved her ship when she was traveling to find tea. So when she got home, she actually named her business after him. So voila, the
Here we are.
Cup. Here we are.
So as I walked in here, I noticed there's a lot of eclectic things and collectibles throughout the store. And there's also, it seems like there's two different sides of this place. Kind of tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Yes, absolutely. We are the Tea Garden and Eclectic Eatery because we like having a lot of different stuff. There are two sides. This side is my adventurers library, kind of a 1930s adventure theme, Indiana Jones, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm inspired by the fact that my degree is in archaeology. So I love history, I love older stuff. And that's kind of where this side came from. My love of books, history, and then also the fact that whenever I was researching, I found a lot of guys are scared of doilies and flowers. And so I wanted to give them an option that wasn't doilies and flowers to come have tea, but still have that experience. So the other side is, it's like you've walked outside of the library, and it's an English tea garden. So taller ceiling, different lighting, more of the outdoor vibe. So I get a lot of people coming in for like garden parties, birthday parties, things like that. So it is two very different feels, but still the same storyline.
So let's kind of talk about the teas and what you offer here, because I'm just a Southern iced tea guy. I have no kind of knowledge when it comes to the different varieties of teas that are out there. So kind of tell me a little bit about that.
That's part of my inspiration also for opening the tea house, is that in the South, I noticed a lot of people think that we only have Southern super sweet Lipton or very badly brewed Earl Grey. And I promise you there's more to tea than that. At my house alone, I have over 700 teas.
Wow.
At my house. And a lot of that was to curate the menu for the tea house, where we've got currently over 80 teas on the menu. And it's everything from green teas, black teas, dark teas, a lot of herbal teas because some people don't want the caffeine. We've got a couple teas people have never heard of, yellow tea and purple tea. I also teach tea education classes so that people can learn about the teas, because a lot of people don't know all those different teas come from one plant. So,
I'm gonna have to sit in one of those classes.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. So everything that's not an herbal tea actually comes from one plant. So I have a variety so people can try them. We're going to have tea flights eventually. And in addition to the tea, we've got a great selection of food that we're always adding to. So the full afternoon tea service, which is your tiered tea tray that comes with finger sandwiches, savory bites, desserts, scones. You can do full-size lunches. So if people just want to come in for a quick bite, we've got full-size sandwiches with sides. We've got just scones. We've got dessert plates. So there's something for everybody's schedule and menu.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It seems like there's something for everyone.
I want it to be more than just an event space, even though we do a lot of events. I've had birthday parties, bridal showers, all kinds of stuff. But I also have people that come in, like real estate agents that meet clients and just want to come have a cup of tea and do a meeting that's not in a coffee house. We've got people that come in and sit down to write in journals, and they'll just come in, grab a scone, grab some tea, and sit here for a while. So I want something that's inviting for everybody, not just people that think they need to be posh coming in to have an afternoon tea. I want people to come in and enjoy their lunch break and just sit back and kind of be in an oasis outside of the crazy world that's going on right now.
Absolutely. So I am very excited to try what you got for me. Tell me a little bit about what you're about to have me drink.
Okay, so I brought out 2 teas because we do have an extensive menu. One of them is called Black Arrow, so it's kind of a fruitier black tea, something that's just got a lot of flavor. The other one is called Lapsang Souchong, which is a smoked tea. So it was whenever they would bring the caravans and stuff across on like the Silk Road, the tea that they would have in their packages when they'd stop for their camps would pull in all the flavor of those campfires. So you ended up with a unintentionally smoky tea that then people really liked, so then they started smoking it. So we're gonna try the Black Arrow first. I will try not to spill any on you. I'm just gonna pour a little bit right now so you can try them. It is hot, so be careful.
It is hot, but it's really good. I didn't know what to expect. It's not really like super overwhelming. It's got a very almost like you drink like a seltzered water. It's like not a very impactful soda taste.
Right.
So it's very easy to drink.
And I always tell people to try their tea just plain first, then add sugar to it. Then if you're going to add milk to certain teas, then add that, because adding those things changes the flavor of your tea. So this would change the flavor if you added a little bit of sugar or if you added other things to it. But yes, so we've got that. Okay, and then this is going to be the Lapsang.
Okay.
You smell that one really good first.
I definitely smell the smoke in it. Very impactful.
It smells like a campfire. I have a lot of people that are cigar smokers or things like that, or they're coffee drinkers that like strong flavors. They'll usually lean towards these.
It's actually really good. It smells really smoky, but it's got a very smooth, easy flavor to it.
It's one that I really like.
Yeah. So on the Black Arrow tea, it was very smooth and just very easy versus the, say that word again.
Lapsang Souchong.
Okay, well that word.
Yeah, and people pronounce it differently, but yes.
Yeah, that, very strong and bold, but still smooth and...
I wanted to have flavors for everybody, and we have everything from very, very light white teas that are very delicate in flavor to really strong stuff, like we've got pu'ers, which are the only fermented teas that we have, and they've got very bold, experienced flavors. So there is something for everybody. I even have herbal teas for coffee drinkers that taste like coffee. So even though we don't have coffee, we do have options for people, served in a French press and everything.
Something for everyone.
Something for everyone, yes.
So why don't you kind of describe to me what we got going on right here?
Well, part of my battle cry is tea and tiny sandwiches. So we have the tea, so here's the tiny sandwiches.
Okay.
This is an example of one of our afternoon tea experiences, just to show you guys kind of what we offer. We've got an assortment of finger sandwiches. So we've got chicken salad, we've got ham salad, which is my grandpa's recipe. We've got cucumber sandwiches. We have a royal deviled egg. We've got some pimento cheese hummus, goat cheese, and sun-dried tomato. And then up on the top, we've got our sweets. We didn't bring out the scone, but we also get scones and sometimes even a cheese plate. But we've got a lemon tart, one of my famous butter cookies, and my wonderful chocolate cakes, named after my great aunt Wanda, because I took her recipe. She's in her 90s, and I called the other day to tell her about it. She thought it was great. So wonderful cakes.
They look so good, like I don't even want to eat them. Like they're so fancy.
We try to make them an experience for the eyes first, because you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah.
So if it's not pretty and it's not appetizing, it's not going to taste as good. So my staff is always working on new ways to present the food. Like we have an edible bread spoon for the chicken salad. That's just something different that a lot of people don't have. You can eat the whole thing. Yeah. So we're always playing with new garnishing. We're going to have a lot of changes in the menu. We're going to have new sandwiches coming out, just seasonal menus. We're going to have a lot of events, things like that. So this will change, but these are the staples you'll usually see when you come in for tea.
Yeah. It's the little details, though. I mean, they add up. It's just like all the little details you put in this place. You can see it in the food as well. It's such a great thing.
Thank you.
So, kind of talk to me just real quick about, the future. Like today is the day it begins now. Kind of tell me, like, big picture, like, what's the vision for this place?
Well, we've got events that are being planned. So everything from, we're planning a murder mystery event. We've got special holiday menus, like Valentine's Day. We have holiday Valentine's menus for 2. We've got classes, fundraisers. I've got the Knoxville Junior League coming in to do a fundraiser in a couple weeks. Just a whole lot of stuff. Everything we can fit in. Different holidays like May the 4th, we're doing Star Wars Day. I mean, just anything we can do is going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to get this place ready as my flagship location because I do want to expand. I want to take over the world one cup of tea at a time. That's my goal. So I think that it's something that we need more of. It's just a fun experience. It's a I look at it as the Disney World of restaurants. It's an experience where you get to go in, see something different every time, relax, pretend the world doesn't exist outside. So that's kind of my goal, is to just bring that to people, the education and the experience, and something they want to come back to.
So if somebody wants to have an event or find out more information about the Kraken Cup,
Gotcha.
where do they go?
Well, we've got our website, which is krakenscup.com.
Okay.
They can call the location, and for reservations, they can go to Talk Reservations and just look up the Kraken Cup.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of you. I know you put a lot of work into this.
Yes.
I'm going to let you get to your ribbon cutting ceremony, and I look forward to all of your success.
I'm telling you, tea adventures. Tea and tiny sandwiches for everyone.
Yeah. Well, it was good to see you.
It's
Thank
good
you
to
so
see
much.
Too. Yes, you have to come back for tea another
Absolutely.
time. Awesome.
Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the story behind the Kraken Cup. Vallie's passion and dedication have truly brewed something special here. If you find yourself in the Fountain City area, make sure you stop by, savor a cup of tea, enjoy a tiny sandwich, and just take a look around the shop and all the tiny little details that she's put into this place. Make sure you stay tuned because I've got a lot of great businesses coming up in the next few months. I'll see you in the next video.